scratcher. Back scratcher. Leg scratcher. Butt scratcher. Best thing ever made. Next to chapstick. These two things always go with me to the hospital. Doing that. Oh boy. Okay. Gummies. Let's see any nasty purple ones they give me this time. 3, 4 red ones, 2 orange, and 2 yellow. It's most of the pack is disgusting. Fingers. Okay, purple first. Texture is actually pretty good. Sometimes when you get them, they're soft. Here. It's actually quite good. Not sure where this one goes. Whoop. Okay. Good. Dust cover. Let me use a guy make a real dust cover. Like a dust gasket, really. Most of the time it's on it when the lid is closed on my computer. We should cut a piece of foam this size for the keyboard. But that'll work. Use this lid to hold it down. I don't want a lot of pressure. Okay. Let's try this. Oops. Doesn't exactly bend that way. Well, I need another joint on this thing. Maybe I can make it work. Well, it's not optimal. But I do believe it will work. Tie that back. It's the last piece for the pistol. I made it a long time ago. It has to be on there. Okay. Yep. Just turn that off. Okay, so the trick today is determining what kind of breech I want to put on here. I really wanted to do a needle breech, because I thought that would be really cool. But I think with the shortened barrel here, so it meets size classifications, is I might drop to the next class in Merge Masters from the big one to the middle one. Oh, sheep. Oh, that was my last hair tie. Oh, I gotta tie it up. Damn it. I think maybe I'll just stick with a 2-part breech. Or a pusher breech. 2-part sliding pusher breech. I think is what's going to happen. The question is, do I want to automate the slide on the brass? Which would make it a not pusher slide breech, or a regular slide. This is my 17/32. This is not. This will be the last of my, last of this P-TEG. I do have a piece of thick wall left. So this should work out pretty good. That would mean this will move. This would be here. Okay, well, I think I already answered my own damn question. Because the marks on this is double check. Okay, that was the original cut mark. That's where it ends. That's where it ends. And the breech starts. Well, the block starts actually for the airflow. And that's where it ends when you pull it backwards. Right there. Going forward, right. Yeah. Back. Okay. Convenient. Okay, so that would be the breech as far back as I can go. If I do a slide breech, I've already marked it. Probably shouldn't have been to work at. Probably shouldn't have been working probably at 4 a.m. Yeah. I've already figured it out last night and I don't remember. That's a possibility. Okay, well, it's here. That means that'll slide. So the trick is going to be to push. I can modify an angel braid to be a pusher braid. This will be the part that slides in and out. So that would be the part that has the hole in it. So that means when that goes forward, I want that to be all the way down there. And I would end up pushing this up. Yes, I don't. P-TEG. P-TEG's here for a reason. It's slightly loose on darts. I got a small plunger tube. It's a Trek. It's an older Trek. See I don't know how much volume is going to go through this. So we have we have a plunger tube here that's got a smaller volume. So yes, a full-size dart will fit through an entire piece of brass. And we used to use roughly a dart's length of brass plus to ramrod down through with the short darts. But I don't know what this is going to output is going to be like. So if you use the P-TEG, it's going to have it has the same diameter as the internal diameter as the let's just I get these wrong 9/16 brass, which fits over the thing. Why is that not working? It fits over the There we go. Hey, girly gamer. Jeez, it wasn't working right. How you doing? What was it? Oh yeah. So the brass 7/16, 17/32 brass is tight the whole way out. A lot of friction, a lot of drag, slows it down. Don't know what it's going to be like with the smaller volume. This will still make some contact. It has the same diameter as this on the interior, not the exterior. It's slightly larger exterior than this here, but the interior diameter is the same. So it's going to slide out the front a little better because it'll grab the dart, but it won't cause as much friction. I could just use an entire piece of 17 of 9/16 on that, but I'm short on a lot of brass, and I don't want to go buy more brass. I'm trying to keep I'm pretty sure the hardware store in town now has it because they did a massive upgrade, but I'm just trying to keep myself from going to get more crap in other places, and I already might have to buy a damn valve as it is, and I really don't want to because I have to find a way to hide the valve then. So, plus this is less likely to be seen when you stare down the barrel of it, and I don't want it to be seen as much because it's going to ruin the effect when you look down it. Although I'm pretty sure I could maybe come up with something. I don't know. I just don't want to. So this would be the piece that marks, and if I remember correctly, I think I've already adjusted this for the shroud. Yes. Okay, it's already adjusted for the shroud. So that means those are probably for a pullback breach. Back, down. Didn't I have a better light than this? Yeah, I do. It's all bumped up over there and it's still on a stand. A softer light. Yeah, kind of. So do I. I got one that needs to be finished up, but as he can see, this was for them. This is for Merg Masters. It plan completely went to hell. Although, looking at it again, oh God, great ideas. Ugh, that's as far as that's going to go. Sort of. It goes back. That's as far as that goes. There is space under here or here. To run. There's some space under that. I think I could sneak one of these air hoses. Vinyl, but they're not. Yeah. And muzzle tough. Jeez. I don't know. I might have a pump that fits small over here. I think I had a small pump. Then I got a blaster. It's got tiny. I'm having a hell of a time getting something that's going to fit right in here. My prickly sending me a Baron or a Boss, one of the two, the smaller of the Mega Blasters of old days. Busby. Okay, where was I braining? Okay. I do this. And I shove forward. I'm still writing all of that dead space. So that is not what I want to do. I can't come in any further than that. Because man, I already measured that out. Yeah, cool. I don't plan on cutting this off anytime real soon, but I don't know when. How much of a headache I got. Have fun with the grandkids. We got an extensive collection, hopefully. Hopefully you got something kind of cool to play with. We just got a game about stacking sticks. Sticks or statics or something. Basically, it's a ball with legs, and it goes up. It's like you make Sputnik. You make Sputnik, and then you put these chopsticks out of a ball and chopsticks, and then you put more sticks, balance them on top, and you have to roll a dice, and it's either 1 point or 2 point to balance it on there. It's a real pain. Basically, it's balancing with Sputnik. Playing chopsticks with Sputnik. It's hilarious. It's a lot of fun. You can get like one rotation up before everybody screws it up. It's a lot freaking harder than it looks. Okay, where was I? Okay, so still saw it. Oh, it's got to be a pusher breach, which means you gotta really think. Freak. This is not what my brain works. This is planning, and my brain doesn't like planning. And my glasses off to do my brain thinking. Oh, okay, so in order to make that go in there, which is all the way back here, breach is going to be open. So this needs to be the static part. That's the static part of the breach. This has to come to here in order to make that work. So this needs to be static. So, God. Yo, Matt, what's up? Oh, God. It has to be static. So, this is the over piece, which means, okay, so that's going to sit right there, roughly. And this comes up to here. Ugh. So I have to cut a piece that goes to a, it's going to be about that far. Now when it pulls back, it exposes the open part. And it goes shut. It closes the open part. Ugh. Oh, it's Merg Masters, Matt. Shy Guy. Shy Guy? I guess it's Shy Guy. Shy Guy here? I don't see it. Somebody has to be able to pop in there. I don't know. I never did figure out exactly how to do all these things that the button's supposed to make me do. Oh. Didn't know that. For participants. Only one moderator. Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh, no, stop. Bugger. Ha. Okay. So that has to be the static part. So do I need to cut this? No. Wait. Yes. I don't know that. Shit, I just flew off the bridge. Right? Yeah. Okay, so that should. Cut the easy part first. That's what you need to do. That's what you need to do. Cut the easy part first. Oh, God, yeah. Well, you know, I had a brass. No, because the piece is on the other side. The other shoes on the other. The gloves on the shoes on the other. Glove is on the other foot. I can't remember the quote. Okay, well, either way, that's a good, stable piece. And that is, so this goes here, like that, close enough. market. I'm not sure about gluing stuff back up, man. That's what I'm trying to avoid doing, is gluing. Like I said earlier, I wanted to do an angel breach. I really did. But I have all the brass for it. It's just overly complicated, this thing. I did add a new trigger to it, though. You gotta find a way to get some threadless, a headless screw in there. Take a screw and I cut the head off once I have it in. Okay. So, well, there's a lot of extra play in this thing. Oh, I don't know how much that's going to disappear. So that goes in. Luckily, oh wait, this was, no, I don't remember. Well, I can't make it a rifle, unfortunately, Matt, because this year there's size restrictions, because I was going to make something using the cannon from the Disney one that I made Rumpage out of, and then attaching the front to the front of that, one of the ones I made from what's its name? My pistol. I still have to get the other one made, though, unfortunately. I gotta buy that other one from Marcari or whatever it is. I can get that and buy that pistol. I was gonna buy that cannon. We get that cannon attached to the front of that cannon, and then basically just make something really cannon long with it. But unfortunately, size restrictions obeyed me from doing so, because I wanted to do girth darts out of it. I don't have anything that effectively uses girth darts, and I bought. Oh, hey, how you doing? I bought so many of those damn things. See, and that's the other thing too. I have one of those Orbeez blasters sitting over there that needs repaired and built functionally the way I should have built it in the first place. And then I have Josh gave me another one, which has a plunger tube that's roughly the size of like a 40-ounce can. Things just, I mean, that plunger tube in that thing is just huge. You could rattle probably a girth dart and a half in there easily. It would just plenty of room to throw darts in. But yeah, that thing is exploder. That thing is insane. But I don't think there's enough room on the front to actually drive a girth dart out of it. I think I could probably trim it down enough to get a single shot mega, but they destabilize at high speeds. Okay, back to the math. Ugh, at this. So this would be in here. So just so I know, oh yeah, the spring in that thing is a bed spring. No doubt about that. Okay, so this goes backwards to here. So that means I got to cut. Oh, I got that right. Got that right? No, that's not how math works. Oh, God. I'm going to tell us it's been so long since I've done this, because I have no clue what the fuck I'm doing. hole would be cut here. So the breech will close over the hole. Giggity. And stop. Limiting the amount of dead space. So I need to mark where the hole goes. Once again, giggity. I don't have any true short darts. I have hybrids. But they'll work. Close enough. Use this. Because I gotta make sure. Wiggled out. Once again, giggity. Okay, so that's there. Trick's going to be, this has to be back far enough that it will catch the breech. And still work. The plunger rod for my fire strike. I already modded. I have a plunger for a fire. Yeah, I don't have a. No, I didn't look. Damn it! I don't think I have a fire strike laying around. I might. I have no idea what I have for pistols anymore. My app on my phone freaking fried out. When I got a new phone, it wasn't compatible. The update didn't work, so I lost the entire day's worth of cataloging all the blasters that I had, which is more shit. I knew I should have wrote it on paper instead. Would have been smarter, but I didn't. Oh well. Get dart holder into the. Would do and friction fitted some tubing to make a dart holder too. Damn. Your kid's going out and playing Nerf stuff with those, with the Middletown crew guys, aren't they? Right? Is it just Nate, or is it all of them? Being both of them. Green power blaster. These kids. Tampon launchers. I actually was designing a blaster to just shoot tampons. That's all it was going to do. It was just going to be a tampon blaster. Tampons and magazines modified to use tampons. And it's going to have a picture of Neptune on the side of it with a tampon on his thing. Sure. Tampon. It was really funny to get the Lego Big Blast, whatever it was, the Lego Big Blast, and make that into it. People would have freaked, destroy that thing. Johnson and well, I got one laying around here somewhere. I got the guts to a lot of them. Okay, where was I braining here? Oh my god. I hope that doesn't continue to be a thing when it does that. I don't know how to fix that. Okay, so I need to mark the breach. So this is going to be breach all the way back, and then dart size. I want at least as big as a dart. So then this goes forward. Does Nader? Oh, wait a minute. I'm going to test something here first. I'm going to test the timing on this. So from now, mark something. I'm trying to see how much delay there is. To know where to not cut. This is just going to slide in. Mm-hmm. Okay, so that slides in from there. So this is going to be somewhere in that vicinity. As that pulls back, there's the open breach. I need to have it here. See, I can't visualize this for some stupid reason. I don't know why. Slides forward. Okay, so that's what I'm thinking. Okay, so I know what the problem is. It's my brain, as usual. Thinking it make it a pusher breach, but I can't make it a pusher breach because there's nothing there to push. It's just dead space back here. So in order to make it pushed, I'd have to have the breach back here. My blaster toad's out of the way so I can move my drum kit. Oh, no. Yeah, I can imagine. It's probably not good for the skins. Don't want your skins exposed to the weather. Boop. Yeah, see, that's. Ooh. So even if I do that and it pulls back to where the breach comes out, it's still buried. Well, I might have to do an angel breach anyways. I may not have a choice. Huh. don't know why I can't brain this so badly. This breech comes forward. It sits into here. Because you're trying to eliminate dead space in your head. That's why it's not working. The dart moves forward and arrow goes backwards. We don't get. Yeah, tell me about it. See, my brain keeps visualizing that this is going to slide and match because I'm used to doing slide breaches. So it doesn't want to function the way it should. Between live streaming, this my head just doesn't want to work. Okay, so in order to make it work the way I need to, we can't have, this is going to be dead space no matter what. The only way to keep it from doing that would be to put the breech up here. And if this is stable, put the dart in and then we could feed forward. And then if this closes, it's only going to close till there. So this much is dead space on top of this dead space and this dead space. So I don't think there's a way to eliminate this. I think that's going to be there. It's going to be one of those situations like the, what do they call it? The lever action Nerf blaster from the Zombie Strike line. Oh, yo, Jesus, I don't even want to think about that. I have a bottle of. My sister's ex would go nuts all the time over this word. Of course he would. Be fucking fun with him. I have a bottle of lube and I got a. It's even worse. I got a bottle of lube and I got a bottle of cock. And unfortunately, I keep mixing both of them up. Because they look almost exactly the same. I get my lube and my cock mixed up, which is, I can hear every one of you laughing. Oh, turn the camera around and show you what the inside of my nose looks like. Oh, God. Sentinel wannabe thing. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Or even the new revolver one that they put out, the lockdown or lockup or whatever. What the hell is that stupid thing? They're good. They're fun. They just were. Ugh. Yeah. I've always wanted to take the back end off of it. Use you sling fire. Thank you, homely. Homely for the win. Okay. Well, I guess this means that no matter what I do here, I'm going to have the dead space. The dialogue. Mine's still sitting over there. I got mine with a messed up seal. It doesn't matter because I was gonna screw with it anyways. I'm just a little pissed that the seal was half ripped off. It's been too long since I had a chance to return it, but I haven't had a chance to play with play with it at all yet and do any paint on it. It was supposed to be a partial replacement for something, but I still haven't finished working on that either. My stock blaster, or my full length blaster, is I forget what it was. It's the one that has the 2-round drum that you flick the switch and it goes to another one. It goes to the inside rim and you pump them. I don't remember what it was called. I never could remember what it was called. No, that was my full length blaster. That's actually funny. Nacho cheese, huh? Oh my god, he can really make the whole thing look like a Mexican blaster. Make the whole thing up like a Mexican flag, nacho cheese all over it. Luck blaster. The other one's a pump. I don't remember what it was called. One of those high capacity things. Doesn't matter. Yeah, that's fun. I have a B blast, or maybe I had a B blaster. I had a huge pile of blasters, and due to a miscommunication, Turbo Advance. Yes, yeah, that's it. Yes, call me again. Yes, Turbo Advance. I love my Turbo Advance. That was my choice of blaster for Endwar, which that was the one that I had to go home from. Sad. Okay. So I think it's just going to have to be a breach in here. It's just going to have to deal with the dead space. Maybe I can find some way to take care of it, but that's what's just going to have to happen. Okay, so we'll pull this back to where it goes. It's the open breach. It's going to be here, like this. Pistol, the big drum, I hit it. To drop its mag. Somebody gave me one of those once. I was supposed to work on a super drum like that. I remember I was supposed to do it. They cut the front down. I do like the new ones that they did the thing and fixed it. Still need to get my hands on one of those. You guys remember a long time ago, Exiled or whatever. He did this. He took one of the big hoppered ball blasters and put a handle on it to make it like pistol grip, which was ridiculous because it's massive. I wanted to make a smaller version of that, and there's a hoppered Adventure Force blaster that's built like that. The only thing is, I don't think Rival's easy to get a hold of anymore. I think all the second party sellers have collapsed. At least that's what I heard. I know I have some Rival because I have a Saturn, which I really like, but I don't ever use it. And Kronos, which I like, I don't use because I got a whole second type of ammo around. But I have nearly 500 plus, probably 800 or more girth darts I picked up from Ollie's. I just keep going in and clearing them out. I really want to do something with those. Okay. Ignore all those lines. Those lines are nothing. It's a tightening ring. I'm going to leave that on this end. Max Havoc. I gotta look that up. I gotta look that one up. I don't know what that one is. X shot. X. Oh, Yeah, Max Havoc. Yeah, that's the what the hell is it? Turbo Advance's uh, Evolution. Yeah, that's a good blaster. That was a good blaster. I remember that. I just like the Turbo Advance because of its beefy look. It's a massive looking thing. Yeah, Max Havoc was cool too. I just like the Turbo Advance's beefy. Look at that thing. I really got to paint one up too. God, what was the last one I saw painted up like that was the one that Valor did. Man, that was pretty. Okay, all of this goes inside. So when this goes forward, hmm, I had to determine how long the barrel is first. Yeah, see, that was what I didn't like about the Turbo Advance. I had no stock, but somebody had put one from a Swarmfire on it, and somehow or another, I had a spare Swarmfire stock laying around. Don't know where it came from, and I just actually fit like real easy, like, stupid easy. You know, Ben Stiller, full retard easy. Never go full retard. You can watch that tonight. You'll watch that tonight. See what's on anything. Okay, so if that's right here, when that closes, it will not close on the breech. Stroke is far too long. Take it. So, where's the dart? I can't cut the edge off because that won't help. I can't go back. Well, I could go backwards, but that doesn't help. I watched the James Woods movie about the McMartin case yesterday. I don't know what that is. Well, James Woods. Well, it's pretty much anything with him in it. He's pretty cool. John Carpenter's Vampires. You got wood, Father? Yeah. Teak, mahogany. Okay, well, so 4 hard just have to be forward to make that work. It has to be right about here, which is what I thought. the fuck? Let's just slid the barrel. Well, the measurements weren't that bad. I can make I'm measuring anything. Right there. It slides hard. Sure, I got that one. Okay, it is the back mark. It is the back mark. That line's up there. There's going to be plenty of space to cut. All right, so good. It was about the most expensive court case that ever happened in the United States. In the 80s, people were running daycare or vilified by someone coaching the kids to say they were hurting them. Huh? Oh, Jesus. Oh, that's cool. What's that on? Was that Netflix? If it's Prime or it's not Hulu or Netflix, please tell me it's Disney. Right. And this rests inside. So I might be able to do it with just the brass. Instead of the P-tag, I prefer the P-tag, but the brass does have the same internal diameter. It is hidden far enough back. And if I did it with the P-tag, I'd have to cut the brass far enough back that the P-tag didn't run into it. So in the forward position, and in the rear position, it would be here, like this. And in the best case scenario, in the forward position, I have to run it bigger. Like that. And then in the best case scenario, it slides over, breech is closing, breech is closing, breech is closing. It should be closed here. So it'll be closed on the breech. And the maximum extension length, giggity, will be here. All that would cover. Do I get to use P-tag? Those marks are important. One was having the kid. The movie was made out to seem like to see the defendants burn. Well, yeah, if they're messing with children, abusing children, yeah, I kind of want to see them burn. So, yeah, I mean, that would be a given. I could go with P-Tag, because that would be all I need. This would be the maximum breach, and that would be the maximum barreling. And I want it right there. Plenty of pop. The dart under full length of dart, which is roughly here. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. There. I'm not surprised I didn't hear of it though. Oh, 5 people. Well, well, well. And I probably shouldn't have put the markings on top of a sticker. That was dumb. Good is dumb. All the evidence against them, the entire week they were guilty as soon as the accusations from me. The case started. No light on national dispute. Well, duh. Lying on open court? Never heard such a thing in my life. People. Oh boy, I don't even know if I have the power to be able to get through this. Battery is starting to wane. Oh, Macabro. You got in right when it's about to get loud. I need to cut into this brass. So I need, that's the length of the dart, right? Where's the dart again? I learned to shorten, there it is. Shorten, just going to drive it forward a little. I'll seat the front. And do this. And then you do this. I like a shorter, rounded breech. Insane McCrane. Nothing really this time insane or anything. I'm just, it's the Merg Masters. Mr. Nathan's thing. Mr. Nathan is probably our version of God. Hey, Prickly. Prickly's here. Prickly. Prickly is the guy, if you ever need to get anything, Prickly is usually the guy here in Pennsylvania E, or wherever he is now. It's good to get stuff. He pretty much gave me all but one, well, work we give, bought, whatever, shipped. I guess I'll say shipped. The entirety of what I have for this blaster. He's still shipping stuff. I have to dig through my stuff to figure out if I got you. But I did make my little. I don't want to say too much about it. It's a first of something, though. Different town. I gotta double check that. No, I better double check. Didn't you give me an address from Florida? God, I'm gonna check this again. I can never remember to find you in here because it's like Grievers. Like you don't have a real name. Oh, well, you're in the town of Beer. Oh God, that's why. Okay, now I remember what it was. No, I got it. I got it. You're here and there where they used to have some really awful beer. Ugh. Oh, so you're watching Macabre. You're watching um, Mr. Nathan. Huh? He's the mastercraft. Like I said, he's our Jesus when it comes to this stuff. Okay, it's gonna get noisy. And I gotta cut a hunk out. Fancy Dremel. Really? Fancy Dremel? I like how things getting hot. I'm not too good with sandwiches, though. It's necessarily not a fancy Dremel. This is the one, it's like the $30 special from Walmart. It's a Dremel. Dremel 7300. Master Craftsman, yeah. No, I'm a tinkerer. If I had any focus on anything, I could actually do something. Speaking of focus on things, see, I just lost it. Wait for another. Yeah, that's got to cool down a little bit more yet. I wish I had a little fan. That guy. I don't think I posted a picture of him up anywhere yet. He's my. I was trying to do another one of those. What is it? Warhammer thing, but it didn't work out. This one is way less successful. I found a really neat trick that what I do for the Warhammer thing, I took, and both of them, I took a picture of them both and Google Lensed it, and it came up servitors and tech priests, and the other one came up obviously Skaven because it looks very Skaven. It is a Skaven. That still came up with the IG droid, so I still have to push it further in order to make it past the IG droid, which is horrible because it's one of my favorite droids from the Star Wars universe. I love those security droids. Things are really cool. Okay. Oh, God. Wish freaking brass was magnetic. One of these days I'll learn to do this in wet. Okay. Noise again. bit warmer. Should do this quietly. Death whistle. Do not look directly into the flying shrapnel. That should do it. I'm going to plug this back in. I'm going to get a few moments of extra charge while it's doing that. And I don't want to put my arms down the desk yet. Oh, damn it. Need. Dremel tool sounds for your ears. Oh, God. So one thing I wish I could get my Dremels quieter. It's one of the reasons. It's one of the reasons I actually use this little. I had to buy the battery. Well, first I had to buy the battery powered one because I couldn't find my Dremel, and then I found it and I plugged it in and I realized it's absurdly loud. And since I live in the basement of my parents' house, and this is not the favorite thing. My creation is not creating stuff like this is not high on the list of favorite stuff for all members of my family. I decided that I am best to stick to quieter means of work. So hence the battery powered Dremel. Remember, kids, don't wear safety glasses when you're in Dremel. That's how. I'm a yeah. Do you see my face? You can't see if I'm wearing them or not. I'll tell you I'm not, but it's a free country. I'll go blind from shavings if I want to. America. Yay. Oh, that almost looks like a coffin. Well, that's a neat breech idea. I saw a touch that with me, wouldn't it? Coffin. Oh, I almost reached down inside there. No. Dum dum da dum. In hospital we go. Oh man. Nope. Yep. Okay. Now, let's see things like this. I want to throw these out, but they're really cool. I'll keep them till the end. You never know. I don't throw stuff out like that till the end of the thing, anyways. You might have to pick your brain one of these modding the old Expandablast. Expandablast. Oh. I have one on hand. Well, when all those fails, throw an air tank in it. So we did back in the day. All else fails, put an air tank in it. Matt will attest to that. El Pirate might be able to too. Almost fails. But an air tank in it. All I gotta do is round that out with my favorite Dremel cone. My favorite Dremel cone. Start y'all to this. Yeah, oh, eyes are getting worse and the lungs are already fried. So, this is my favorite Dremel bit. Oh, it's what's left of my favorite Dremel bit. I think it was a sharpening stone. It's like rubbery and made out of sandpaper. It's really stout, though. I haven't been able to find another one, which is a shame. I think it was, like I said, I think it was a sharpening bit for something. This thing used to just chew up plastic, like breathing in DEFCON. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, we back in my day, we just right through the head, right to the nose, take it to the head. About every time. It goes in the battery charger this way, and it goes in the Dremel tool this way. Make sure that's the. No, I'm not sure which one it is. Oh, actually, well, I'm in the bit box. I'll show you guys this too. See these? These are tiny, tiny, tiny little magnets. They are used in doing, models. The 30mm model. Before frickin' assholes up in Canby, they had these in the cabinet for $2. There's probably about $15 worth of magnets here. Oh my God. And a Game Boy case to beat that. Titan Tank would be rocking. I think I own one. Somebody gave it to me. It has a small leak in it somewhere. It's not the best. Not too concerned about it. Never did too much with a Titan. Worst case scenario, you can always get a 2K tank in it. Maybe a 3K tank. 3K tanks always work out. They fit in everything, or 2Ks are nice and small. They'll fit in just about everything else. Oh, 2Ks and knife finders. And 3Ks, let's see. If you need a big blast one, I got a bunch of big blast tanks. You want a big blast tank? Dig one up. I'm pretty sure I got one. I got all kinds of generation ones too. I can't even tell you what the gens are anymore. I used to have them labeled, but the tape all got rotted and fell off. God, yeah, I got pads for that now. You saw that. I don't like leaving square because you get hang-ups. Plus the angle, technically a weak spot. What? Anyways, I got to clean up. So, needs to be cleaned up. And remember not to cross the line. Hot, hot, hot. Hot, hot, hot. Hot, hot. There's a good spot. Yeah, 9:30 here, not. Yeah, sorry, bud. This should be file work by now. There we go. Oh, the emery boards. Humble little bastards. There we go. I made the mistake about a bunch of cheap ones, though. Well, I don't even. The mic's on my. I don't think there's a mic on the camera. I think there's only a mic on my computer. I have a really nice microphone from, actually, Goodwill. I bought one. It was a Radio Shack thing. For being back in the early 80s, it was actually a good microphone. The only problem is it's more or less unidirectional, so it doesn't really help me too much. Well, lower speeds, it tends to chew the drum a bit more than at higher speeds. But I need, I'm trying to tube the burr. I need the control. There we go. Recharge. There we go. Put her in the Twinkie. Giggity, giggity. Nope, 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 nope. Okay, what the hell? Nope, 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 nope. Come on, there it is. Ouch. All right, got those. I think I picked one from a hobby shop. They're cheap. Also, don't have a pointed tip anymore. That's okay, because now it's a sharp metal edge instead. If I do this right, I'll have a nice razor sharp metal edge. In order to slice my fingers open with every time I put a dart in. God, everybody loves brass. I should move on to better materials like What's and Blizzards. Hey, how you doing? Walton Blasters, if I remember correctly, he has a podcast that Griever keeps showing up on. Griever likes attention more than I do. I don't exactly know how that's possible, but apparently it does. I still have quite a few Crayola blasters. I have one or two floating around here. Wait a minute. How? Crayolas? I thought you were younger than that, Bolts. Oh, yeah. Yes, we did. Yes, you can. You can turn it into shotguns. Nothing like shotgunning your finger at somebody across the field. And now I remember the Hydro kid shooting his barrels at me. There we go. Now, where's my little hunks of... You're retired? What, you're like 65? I can't look that good. Well, you retired from Nerf? You just retired. Like, how old are you? That's what I want to know. That's what I need to know. I'll just ask it. Answer. And my response comes, to converse with the Almighty, that is equal. That's a sign. Just answer the damn question. Aye, but I get to kill the Irish. I get to kill the English. I'm not sure if I ever did. This is why I had Beaker with me and Matt with me all the time, because I needed somebody to remember for me. Beaker was really good at it because he kept up on all the podcasts and all the stuff like that too. So somebody come, he'd be like, yeah, well, it's like when I go to concerts, Adam has to tell me if I've seen the people or not, because he knows I don't. Oh, okay, gotcha. All right. Retired due to shitty life circumstances, not retired due to shitty life longevity. Gotcha. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I get it every once in a while too, but you see, I'm fat. Fat people don't look old. They either fall apart or they stay that way. Matt can attest to that too. We either look young for a long time and then fall apart, or we just don't age until we're dead. But either way, yeah, I understand. I get that one. Wait, I'm thinking of the wrong Matt. See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. There should be a limited supply of names. It's not quite as round as I'd hoped it was. It does have an interesting shape. Here's the fun part. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Just running my finger down every little solid edge in here. Let's see where, yep, there's a good one. See where it's still sharp. That's a little finger cutter there too. Look at that. Trick is not to look. You don't want to look at it when I'm doing it. So if I cut myself, it's going to be right. It's going to be because I tried it right. My finger way up in there. Come on, yeah, it's like a cow. Check that temperature. Making a falling apart. Those are really good. Shit, I might get my using this on pump the next 2 months. Pump action diabetic. Auto pump. You like that? Oh, like that rare bazooka thing. It just pumps itself up. Jesus. I had a neighbor that had one of those on her. I wouldn't mind. I like one of those Jared things. Like, I don't know. Like, I would need something that I can just murder small children with repeatedly. Like, I need Xavier's minigun. Like 4 of them, like in a chair, like on a turret, just giant hoppers. Ow. Well, yeah, he's there to make money, so I don't think he's a modded blaster guy. Isn't he some kind of like motivational speaker or something? Or Chick-fil-A response. I think the modded thing was a Hasbro problem, if I remember correctly. Not that I really, can or give a rat's ass for that matter, but I think that was the issue. I think it was a Hasbro thing. Hasbro. I think I remember old Crack saying something about that. Mothership didn't appreciate it. Not that the mothership has any anything worthwhile, anyway. Okay, now dart. Oh, I come up under the modded thing. Yeah, barely, ever so slightly. Yep. See, it's a good tight little. I'm taking off. Getting their asses handed to them. The hobbies. Well, I don't want to get into that conversation again. All I gotta say right now is thank God those pirate blasters have showed up in Australia, and I hope to God that they make their way to the United States because I need one so freaking bad. I want to get three of the pistols and two other rifles. Three pistols so I can probably break one. That's why. Those things are amazing, and I am surprised that they function. I was surprised they function as well as they did, and I'm utterly surprised that the damn things actually auto rotate. That was insane. Uh, I got my old pirate pistols around here. I actually have to. Oh God, I gotta refinish. Sorry, refinish the ones for spam. Pistols need to be repaired, and the box needs to be redone again because it got crushed on my way to New York. Supplier out in Kangaroo. Oh, wait, you do. Hey, Mr. Bots and Bastards. Old buddy, old friend of mine. We ought to figure out who wants some of those things and tell your kangaroo buddy to make a decent shipment over here. I bet you we could sell a bunch of them off. Or I mean you could sell a bunch of them off. Like I said, I've already 5 right here. 3 pistols, 2 blasts, 2 rifles. I'm all ready for that as it is. I bet you if we get a box of stuff shipped over, you could sell them. You know what? Send me a text. Maybe we can work something out if you feel like it. I would appreciate it. I have Super Supplier on it in King. I read that. Who makes? I think they're Primetime Adventure, Busby, Walmart. That brand is what they are. I have Discord too, but I never touch it. The only reason I got Discord is because people told me to make a Discord. Oh, I got heat messed. Round it, round it, round it. Oh, yeah. That's bad. Wish I had a form for this. How hard can I squeeze this and not deform the front of the blaster? The barrel I just fixed. Mm-hmm. That's why I hate working with brass. Ouch. Freaking bitch. Oh, let's try this wheel first. We'll get the. Yeah, see, that's what I was waiting to figure out if they were going to do that or not. Not, not like we're not going to repaint the damn things, anyways. But it would suck not to get the translucent ones. Well, like I said, we're just going to repaint them, so it would kind of be a waste. Hoping with the softer one here. I know I should probably use the brass. This one's probably cotton. do have cotton. That means this goes in this way. Yeah. Cotton. No. There we go. Yeah, I'm sorry, a little intermittent talking and thinking. There we go. Fowler, how you doing, bud? I guess your turn. Watch me. Yeah, creepy. We're actually having a decent. I got a pretty good turnout for me. Cool. It's not easy being green. Screw you. It's not easy being good either, is it? Okay. I think I figured the breach closes right around here. So I want to have it there. So I need to cut it. To cut the brass when it draws backwards. Do it in a minute. It draws back. I'm going to make sure I got a thing. I'm going to go a little further here. I got a good glue and a breech because I'm going to have to trim that tip. So we're going to cut here. That'll give me, really only need like 3/4 inch for a seal on it. There we go. Everybody with the joke. Everybody's a comedian. Yes. I'm going to make her short. Word of advice, fella. If you ever tried to open one of these suckers up, don't. This thing is a nightmare to get that air restrictor out. That's why I'm putting the brass in. I don't know if you're following up on Merg Masters or not, but I'll tell you what, man. Oh, boy. I think it's going to do me good to drop competition. Honestly, I think the next thing, oh my God, are they ever? Holy crap. This, okay, like, this is the length of the barrel, okay, that's supposed to be on here. See? Like, and this isn't even all of the solvent weld. It's here. It's here. There's another 1/4 inch of it. The entire thing is solvent welded in. There's no way to break that. I tried heat. I tried boiling. I got to the point where I was getting worried about deforming the whole thing. More or less, yeah. I mean, I had other plans to do stuff, but they just weren't working. Prickly, if he's still here, probably not the Prickly. Well, was sending me a Baron, the boss, to put under here. I might put a long shot front gun under it instead, and then drop something in. If I do that, it might be an air tank. I have a small Huntsman type air blaster, and I was thinking of dropping that because they have a small pump, so I could put the pump in the handle in here and run the pump in instead, and still have a good little shotgun blast out at the bottom of it. This is like surprisingly, well, like, the handle's surprisingly comfortable. It's stupid, but it always bothers me when people say stuff like that, like, "Oh, look at my hands." But no, this is actually a surprisingly comfortable setup because I had added a new trigger to it. It's not bad. Shorter. I've often thought about what the paleontologists are going to find when they dig up our circular civilization later. Yeah, I think I built. Oh my God, let's see. Built the Motorhead blaster, and then I built the other one that got claimed. Yeah, the one with Richard Simmons, the whatever the hell they called it, the Exorcism blaster. I want to say I did 3 of them, but I think I only did 2. This one I don't want to get rid of. I want to keep this one. I kind of want to keep this one, but I might. I don't know. I mean, it depends on how I guess it depends on how it gets painted up. I still have my other project that I got to finish it too. And now I just saw something. I just saw something from Bloodborne that now I really want to make. It's basically a pistol revolver with a saw underneath it. It just looks so cool. And the VZ blast. Oh God, that thing. Ugh. I still cannot get that to work. I figured out what was wrong with it. After all working through it and everything, I went to line everything up, and I realized I had the cage out of alignment from the barrel. I must have I went too aesthetic and wasn't paying attention, I guess. So when the darts come out of the cage, the barrel is like, instead of being here, when the darts come out of the cage, the barrel is down here. So I added a piece that goes in, that goes down and goes into it, but it doesn't work as well as it could. It just doesn't work as well as it could. So I have to literally probably break the front end of it off or cut it and then rematch it. I should probably take the battery out of it too. And then once I've done that, I'm going to sell it and get the fuck rid of it, because that thing is nothing but a pain in my ass. So maybe I'll just sell it as is until everybody's all wall hanger. Yeah, I was thinking of that sword the other day. That thing is fast. God, that sword you bought from me at Endwar scares the living hell out of me. I mean, I made a couple of swords and things like that. That thing comes around like a freaking... Ooh. That thing is fast. I think the main show, on a custom jolt some or base master with the clamp down. Oh, yes, you do. Yes, you do. You and Fowler. You are Fowler. You and Owl are the only ones who have one. So, you reminded me. I should probably figure out what I did with. I made 3 custom figures for friends. And what's this? It's a bunch of USB stuff. I have 3 custom figures I made for friends. I got 2 of them shipped eventually. But the other one is still sitting. I'd like to make more of those. I have to be inspired to do one. Yours was fun to make. I never made a car before like that too. Had a lot of fun going back and forth making that thing, looking at the parts and the vehicle and stuff you had. That one's made for my family too. The Volker. I still have a whole bunch of those guys sitting over here. I never did get the ability to sell them. Now I found these guys online. Those are cool. I got 2. I know. I made it. Oh my God, how dull is this thing? Josh bought these. These are great little. They're cheap. These are cheaper than hell. But they're not. They're really good. And see, it's still nice and sharp yet, but it's just that they're so freaking tiny. It makes them a pain in the ass. That's actually what his thing was. It was a little RC guy. I wanted to do your track, but there was really the base would have had to been like that, and it just would have been basically a dirt circle. So it wouldn't have been as aesthetically interesting as doing it the other way. The beer camp. Oh, the second week of beer camp, and all the boys are here. We drink, play cards, and shoot the bull, but never shoot no deer. The only time we leave the camp is when we go for beer. The second week of beer camp, the greatest time of year. And with that, my video is going to be taken down. Girly Gamer's back. Cool. One of my 4 OGs. You, Paul, Spencer, and Zilla were the 4 that I would stare at the stuff and be like, I can't do that. People ask me, like, how do you dry paint? I'm like, go watch Girly Gamer. That's what I do. That's what I did. You did a dry brush like that. Hours and hours of watching videos. Well, there's not much to do with Nerf anymore anyways. I think the last thing Nerf put out that I think was really worthwhile painting was that the Roblox space gun ray blaster looking thing. I'm hoping to find one of those someday cheap somewhere. I keep checking places like Merg and eBay. I see them on there, but they want too much. And what is it? Things like what is it? Some thrift stores, but not Goodwill. I don't go in there no more. I'll find one someday. I'll get to paint it up like Marvin the Martian's done. Yeah, it had some rings to it though. I can't believe they made that. They're putting rings on it. Maybe it does have rings on it. I'm not sure. You know, it should have rings because it's awesome. Yeah, it literally looks like every cartoon blaster. You know, the thing that burns my ass about that the most is the fact that even that thing has an auto return spring for the priming mechanism. Like that thing shoots like a foot and a half. It's aesthetically one of the coolest blasters in the world that they've ever made, and it has a auto return prime, and we can't get an auto return prime on almost anything else. I think that's why I like the Ultra. I think it was a 4, the pistol. The 4 had an auto prime on it. That thing was nice too. That thing, oh my god, that thing got really good. I think it got really good ranges when you mess with it. Yeah, ugh, damn right. Magnus, Magnus, Ultra Magnus. That thing was unbelievably cool. You tell me about it, Pirate. The Pirate pistols that Busby puts out, the freaking Nerf one I was just talking about. You always got then you got something to break the rules, like the what is it? That one, the Mega Light Show thing. It shot the suction cup blasters, suction cup darts. It's the Glow Show. The Glow Show. God, I love getting my hands on those. Those things are great. Yeah, I never was a fan of the Raven. Never does. Of course, at the time, when it goes eventually, anyhow, when it comes down to it, I'm not a big fan of the flywheelers anyways. I do admit, though, the Raven is quite comfortable and functionally it's okay. I mean, it does have a little barrel drag, but we fixed the people are like, oh my God, the barrel drag's going to kill you. Yeah, but you drop the cage in there with, like two whatever crush and blaster and Valkyrie motors that spin twice the power of the sun. It doesn't. Oh no, you got barrel drag. It doesn't matter. It's still punching a hole through a car door. And the barrel drag might make the difference between somebody living and dying on a respirator because of the damn thing. A slow death and a quick death. That's what it is. Pug. Oh, cool. Into a guitar. I wonder if my brother could turn one of those into a dulcimer for me. I gotta find a blaster with a lot of back end space, and my brother might be able to turn it into a dulcimer. I don't know. We're gonna rip out the parts anyways. There's a quote from freaking Adventure Force or whatever they were. Corbett told me that. He's like, well, it doesn't matter what we do to the inside. You guys are gonna tear them apart anyways. We have score green fire. I don't think I've ever gotten a Raven thrifted. No, I guess not. Stock strifes. I think a blaster doesn't get a lot of love anymore is they get passed over because they're not magazine fed is the barricades or stockades, whatever they are. I got one back here that's got a new cage, a new 3D printed drum in it, and it's a killer. It's a killer. I mean, personally, I like revolvers because I got a cowboy heart on going on. going with me. You know, want to make Dirty Harry movies. It's a battery doors, eh? They're nice blasters. Slap a cage in them. Get a new 3D printed barrel if you want a thing for them if you want to. I'll fit the darts just fine. You just throw them in there. I'll grab a Raider and throw the magazine in the center of it. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the 3D printed parts, to be honest, but I mean, I technically own part of a 3D printed company, so. I always said if it's 3D printed, I can make it. There's pretty much exceptions to that, but you know, for the most part, I'll try. Savage Spin. I've always liked the. Oh no, I don't know what it was called now. Oh, some bizarre thing. Maybe it's the new version of the Savage Spin. Basically, it was like a strife with a spinning front end on it. That's what it was. It was kind of cool. Always wanted to mod one with a panel in it that went like this at an angle. So as it spun, the panel would be doing this inside. So when you shot, they just go any which direction. Cyclonic. Yeah, how could I forget a name like that? Which, honestly, is the reason I like the blaster. It's called the Cyclonic. Serious fate. Just like you couldn't look at that and be like, wait a minute. So it goes back to my theory of the one guy in the office. Just like, anybody have a problem with that? No, fuck it. No, we're good. Tugger pull. Dude, it's called a Cyclonic. For God's sakes. One guy in an office somewhere just fed up with the shit. And it's like, yeah, what do you think about this? You always have a problem. Now go ahead and run with it. It's good. I'm good. Go for it. Okay. That goes in here. Oh, I'm in the front position. Woo! Okay. Oh, boy. Freaked myself out a bit there. Let's follow those, performed by the rapid strike. Yeah, well, the funny part about all those things that made me laugh was the fact that people used to make fun of the Busby blasters for being loud and flywheel driven and stuff like that. And still to this day, one of my favorite blasters is still the Tommy 20. I love that thing. You could really get, I mean, I never had one modded properly. I was working on that, and then it froze up on me, unfortunately. But you can, when we were doing the whole voltage thing, you could literally just limit the voltage going to the, or just run a separate set of batteries going to the, to the mechanisms that ran the pusher and everything, and the rotation mech, and then you could stick that to the flywheels. I have two. Like I said, one of them is jammed up, and the other one needs work. But I got one that runs off a lipo, and it is horrid. It is terrifying to have that thing go. And, it's roughly 10 shots of semi-automatic rounds. It's not bad. It's just fun to shoot, though. It's like shooting a Stampede. It's modded up nice. And the Rapid Strike had such good God, ouch. Oh, God damn, it hurts. The Rapid Strike had such a good rate of fire, but nothing felt as comfortable as shooting a wonderfully modded Stampede. It was just so much, it's a very satisfying feeling, like, like shooting a Centurion. Yeah, it was kind of crap, but man, the thing lurched. It was so cool. Ah, God dang it. Ah, I'm still here. I'm dealing with something quickly. The air hose causes my nose to crack. So I made a wrong move. And trying to alleviate a little bit of a blood flow problem here. Ow. God. Okay. Oof. Jesus. Okay, that was fun. Okay, where was I? Rapid Strike. I need to fix the gears. That one. No, feller, I do not have all those Mavericks anymore, unfortunately. When I moved from my lavish basement rooms, storage and stuff to here, I had to severely downsize my stuff. I lost a huge chunk of my stuff. And unfortunately, my supply of Mavericks was one of them. I did go through and pull out ones that I liked and ones that had a special meaning, and like the one that was completely covered in duct tape. And the two different versions of the stuff there. So yeah, no, I don't. I think they went to the guy that bought the stuff up, which was a shame. I lost a huge section of my. I guess I lost a huge section of my stuff. I just recently had that happen again too because there was a miscommunication about a large box of blasters, which had things that were waiting for sale now, and now is the time for sales, and it didn't happen because I went to look for them. They got taken to the Goodwill, which wasn't necessarily too much of a problem, but there was things in there like a red brake action, a yellow, nice, good condition yellow brake action, three AT3Ks, some vintage stuff. I mean, there were some things that could have gotten sold that were good in there. I think some 2Ks might have been in that too, by the way, which sucked because I was trying to. Kid got rid of the whole plan was to look. Yeah, oof. The whole plan was to literally. Well, that's where they went. They went to Goodwill. Uh, my mom had asked if they were for Goodwill, and I said eventually that's probably where they were going to wind up, or something to that matter. And she thought I told her to take them when I didn't. I lost. I had a huge box of rockets. They weren't rockets, Nerf rockets. They were other kind of rockets. And they had a hole that was bigger in the back than the regular ones, but like a stomp rocket size hole. But they weren't. They were still serviceable. A lot of vintage darts. A whole lot of old school homemade darts, which is funny because I don't know what the hell they're gonna do with those at the Goodwill. And that one just kind of ticks me off though because it was that one the box on top wasn't supposed to be. It wasn't supposed to go because it was all what was it? It was all log cabin foam. So that was not which is bad. No, they went to the Goodwill, Matt. Great seeing you again, dude. YouTube hasn't shown you. I haven't been on anything, Oscar. That's the answer to that. Okay. Why can I not get that to polish out? Oh, I'm gonna have to run into the brass wheel. Hate this thing. All it does is just belch little hairs everywhere. See you later, bots. I'll get a hold of you then. We work something out. Or out. I hate this thing. I hate this thing. It doesn't exactly fit my drone perfectly either. It just belches. Just sheds. My freaking beard all the time. Ugh. Do it on slow. I don't like doing this on slow because it oh god, yeah, dude, I think of those blasters all the time, man. I miss those. I miss my Mavericks. I still have to. I still walk by them in the stores. I still want to buy them up. I can't. I don't have storage space anymore. I got to go through the stuff and do a second round. This time, I got to get it all down to one big container. It's killing me to do so. Because I got a lot of stuff people sent me. A lot of stuff I got. And they got the blasters and things that people modified and stuff. I mean, and I don't want to. Like, I got like all of Rodney's stuff too, man. I got all of his stuff. I don't know what to do with his like the Doomsayer thing. It's that side by side semi-automatic thing. I'm not sure what to do with that. I can't put it up anywhere. God, see, look, these stupid hairs are everywhere now. I can feel them in my beard. I have a sweater I can't wear because of it. Yeah. Oh God, Grandpa Clowny. Oh no. Look, I'll take Grandpa Clowny, but I have a hard enough time being Uncle Clowny. People freak out as it is. Hey, Grandpa Clowny. No, wait, how can I be who's gonna be technically you're my age, so it would still be like uncle or brother, so you're like still uncle. Who's gonna be grandpa? Oh my god. Yes. Don't do it to my head. Your math was wrong. Maybe that's the problem. Oh, I think I found it. Yes. I cannot wait for that. Probably not as much as you, but very, very happy for you for that. Also, still a little jealous. I can be. Hell, why not? She's 10. I'll go to my niece. They're the same age. I think my niece turned 11, though. Either way, close enough. They get along just fine. Maybe they could gang up and get rid of the other one. Demon spawn. I don't have to like all of my niece's friends. I should probably get along. My niece is awesome, so I'm damn sure your Riley would get along just fine. Your new one's gonna get along fine with Riley because Riley's cool. If not, welcome to that hell. Hey, at least she's going to have a sister to be raised up with. My niece was raised with the dogs. That's what she thought she was. You can't ship anything like that anyway. It's like the tariffs on stuff like that right now. Oh, we're down to 4 people now. Okay, oh, cool. Nothing to cut me this time. Okay, good. Let's see. How much damage is done? This is borderline pornographic. Okay. Wish I had some better Dremel bits to do this with. They're down. There's a mouse here somewhere. Oh. For some reason, this thing has decided to not. There we go. You do what's supposed to. Thank you, homely. Been good hanging with you and everybody here so far. Oh, it's getting late. I usually just go to my Dremel tool, guys. Hi, homie. I wonder if this has anything to do with it. I've never done a tightening ring before. That almost sounds dirty, too. There we go. Mm-hmm. I have a sudden urge to watch Ice Pirates. Oh, Tubi. I usually watch that movie at least once a year. Ooh. Sure, that's toxic. There we go. Yeah, much better. Yeah. Actually, that's a polishing medium. This would be too. With some toothpaste. Use toothpaste too. Make yourself some toothpaste over here. I got a couple of tubes visiting hospitals. There we go. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to give it another. Look at that. That's perfect. Nice. We're going to give it, I can see we're going to give it another 5 minutes. We're going to close it down. We're just going to close it down. Get 2 people left on here with y'all. It's been fun hanging out with you guys. Probably end up doing this again here. As long as I'm doing construction stuff. Nobody wants to see me sit here and sand. I don't know about paint, maybe. Paint's not quite as boring, I guess. But remember, this was all stuff for Merg Master, so vote for me. Actually, I'll probably be voting for other people as well, because there's some really, really cool stuff on the Merg Masters thing coming up here. Congratulations to Fowler, if he's still on here, for his upcoming outgoing biological happening. And Homely, who has already left, and Pirate Johnson, who is probably here. And Matt, if he's still here. I don't know who. I gotta check who's here. Anyways, guys, thanks for hanging out with me. Remember, Uncle Clowny's watching. Peace.